Just to explain a little bit about Hockeyville and how it works, there are communities across the country that obviously nominate themselves. A shortlist this year, the shortlist previously had been 10 communities across the country that was shortlisted into the sort of the finals of Hockeyville. This year that's been expanded to 15 communities. So we're competing for the first phase of this to become one of those 15 communities. And as Andrew just touched on, I lost my pen, but I don't need it, that's fine. As Andrew just touched on, the way that we go through this campaign, the first phase of it, is we ask the entire community to submit stories, pictures, videos, anything you can to the official Kraft Hockeyville website, which is krafthockeyville.cbc.ca. You can find it online. You look for our community. There's an area there where you can click on and look for communities. You'll find Royal LePage Place and West Kelowna. I think right now it's actually listed as Kelowna, but we're getting that changed. So it'll be West Kelowna. They got old maps or something. But anyway, so you look for that community, you register, submit a story, submit a picture, and all of those pictures, stories, and videos help support our campaign and ultimately are what will determine whether or not we actually get shortlisted into that final 15. Now, once we make it to the final 15, and Andrew, that's beginning of February.
February 2nd.
February 2nd. Then we hit phase 2 of the campaign, which is voting. And at that point, it becomes a lot bigger than us. We're going to be going throughout BC trying to get people to vote for West Kelowna. Once the voting's completed, we're shortlisted down to the final 5. Now, the final 5 communities that make it through that shortlisting process each get $25,000 in arena upgrades. And then, of course, they each compete to become Kraft Hockeyville. And that's announced, I believe, Andrew?
March 3rd.
March 3rd. So we've got a lot of work ahead of us, but we've done a lot of work, the volunteers here, to try to get this together today. We hand it over to the community now. It's up to you. If we want to win Kraft Hockeyville, it's up to all of you in this room and all of the people out there in the community. When we first decided to move forward with this campaign, we brought together a small but incredible group of volunteers. Many of them are here with us today. You'll see a lot of the white jerseys. They're the people responsible for getting all this up and running and what you see today. And just so you know, this has all come together in 2 weeks. So we started this 2 weeks. We had our first meeting 2 weeks ago. So we've done a lot of work, and I'm very proud of the team that we've put together. And hopefully more of you will come and volunteer and become part of our team too. But naturally, this campaign wouldn't even leave the driveway without the support of both the District of West Kelowna and the Westbank First Nation. When we approached the Westbank First Nation, we did so to seek their blessing. What we actually received was much more than just a blessing. The Westbank First Nation jumped on board Hockeyville and have been incredibly supportive of our efforts. So when we asked if Chief Louie would be willing to attend today, I can't tell you how excited and delighted we were a couple of days later when we learned that Chief Louie had arranged his schedule so he could be here. So this morning, I'm very pleased to welcome Westbank First Nation Chief Robert Louie.
I'm not turning my back on you. I'm showing you my Chief Louie jersey. Well, it looks like everybody traveled here safely. Roads are open, that sort of thing. Well, it gives me great pride and great pleasure to be here among you today. Certainly our MC, the official spokesperson, Todd Simpson, the former captain of the Calgary Flames, certainly an honor to be here. And thank you very much, Todd. I know some of us politicians are a little shorter than these professional hockey players, but so be it. Well, we're here to show support in the announcement that this community, the West Kelowna, the West Side, should be known as Hockeyville. Now, I believe our community here on the West Side is deserving of the prestigious title of Hockeyville. It takes a whole community to love and to support hockey to be recognized as Hockeyville. So it's a very prestigious award. Now, I, along with members of my council, a delegation of our Sense Youth and students, thank you students for being here, community members, our students are fantastic fans of hockey. So community members and some of our staff at WFN were here in support of the bid to call West Kelowna, this community, Hockeyville. I know that people of the Westbank First Nation are a passionate people, and we love the game of hockey. There are a few communities who appreciate the value of culture and community spirit like the First Nations Aboriginal peoples, and Kraft Hockeyville is the embodiment of both. We are extremely proud of our Okanagan heritage, about who we are as Okanagan peoples. As the Ilmicham, the chief of the Westbank First Nation, I call upon our people to show our pride and to demonstrate our strong community bond by supporting our collective community's efforts to show Canada that the West Kelowna is Hockeyville. We have the community pride in this community. We have the community spirit. Let's all work together to make this happen. So go, Westside Warriors, go! Hockeyville!